I'm gonna be honest, it has been so long since I did a video by myself that I almost don't know what in the crap I'm doing here. Hey everyone, welcome back for a little TLC. Hopefully you've been keeping up with the videos from the last couple of weeks. For the month of February, we have been talking about attraction and relationships. In the first week, we had a panel of all men who talked about what attraction looks like for them, what do men really want, and what do they really need. The second week, we had a panel of all ladies who talked about attraction from the female perspective. And last week, we had couples who have been married for at least 5 years who talked about the keys to a lasting relationship. This week, I wanted to streamline those videos and sort of compare what might have been similar amongst the videos, what things might have been different. As my 10th grade civics and economics teacher, Mr. Casimir, used to say, repetition is the key to learning. So hopefully as you hear these things again, they will really get down in your spirit and you will learn more about attraction, relationships, and how you can make relationships and marriages last. All right, I hope y'all enjoy.
The physical feature.
I think I'm drawn to a person's smile.
For me, it's the smile, pretty face.
Yes, I'm with you on the nice smile. You cannot have jacked up teeth, and it just doesn't work for me.
Just be willing to grow in some things. Don't look for perfection or you might be alone forever. That's what I think.
What really stood out was that they were like tasteful. It wasn't like, what's up, baby? It was like, hello, miss, how are you?
To find somebody that's going to be respectful to you and respect you as a person and what you believe.
But I'm not trying to be nobody's stepdaddy. I'm sorry. I'm like, we putting it out there.
I think at the age I'm at right now, it's like a yellow flag, depending on how you talk and how supportive you are of your children. But one thing that is a deal breaker for me is a dramatic baby mama, because I don't have time in my life for any additional drama.
I think it's important, and then we talked about it. I think it's important for some things that some things should stay the same. Mm-hmm. The things that you did to woo me, the things that I did to attract him or whatever, I think that some things should stay the same.
Oh, you remembered I like Doritos. Like it's the little things.
I think like initiative and like taking the lead.
I'm actually attracted to women who knows what she wants, who's going to go after what she wants. She doesn't need a man to provide things for us.
It just took secure men to allow them to be powerful women. And I don't mean allow as in a woman needs a man's approval, but within that relationship, that those men allowed those women to live their truth and be who they were and were able to balance that.
Two C's, communication is one and compromise is the other.
Communication. If you can't communicate with me, that's a deal breaker.
I think it comes down at bottom to communication. And the willingness to communicate.
Communication is really important, but also being able to communicate how you're feeling is very important as well.
I just can't put up with poor communication skills.
Open and honest communication.
That's what we usually have to have. We have to have that caveman experience of isolating ourselves, kind of getting our thoughts together, then coming back.
Me communicating would be like letting you know, hey, like if I'm mad, I might take a day or a few hours to like cool off, be by myself, but then we can come back and like work this thing out.
I don't know, like maybe when we have everything, like all of our thoughts lined out and we have examples, like sometimes we have to come prepared when we're trying to communicate. This is like something that's going to be controversial. So we have to have everything in order.
You got to make sure you got all your notes in order and everything. So dates, times, places.
Just a willingness to compromise or be understanding.
You don't always have to agree on everything, but at least if you get out what you have to say and the other person knows how you're feeling and you know how they're feeling, you can come to a compromise.
It's just like listening to my likes. And, if I say I like a chocolate bar, pay attention to my likes and, give me those things. Just paying attention. I guess I should have said that. Paying attention.
But be real with me. Be transparent. Be open. And I think that's a 10 in my book.
You being able to be honest.
Some things need to stay the same, but we do need to embrace the natural changes as well.
Or the ability or the desire to want to grow.
And you have to continue to grow with it.
Her work ethic can match mine.
If you're not giving me a reason or giving me evidence that you are working towards something and I can see your progress, then I can't, that's a deal breaker for me.
I mean, they've got a career and a passion and a purpose.
You don't have goals and ambitions or a plan. I cannot carry you. I need for you to have some type of goals. I can't fall in love with your potential. I need to see like actionable items and like what you're doing to achieve these goals.
Confidence is key.
Confidence and being secure in who you are.
Being there for me, even if I don't want you to be there. You know what I mean? And that really means a lot at the end of the day.
Always be there for one another. That's really important to have each other's back.
It's just a desire to want to laugh. I will hardly approach somebody who just looks like they just a stick in the mud.
Learn to laugh. Learn to laugh at the things that might happen.
Like we can chill on a Saturday and like she gets my jokes, I get her jokes. You know what I mean?
Just be true to yourself. Never try to compromise who you are to satisfy somebody else or to get with somebody else, whatever. Always be true to yourself and who you are. And that's the best thing you could ever do.
Be confident in who you are and not compromising yourself for the other person.
Be patient. Don't rush into anything.
Be patient.
Don't compare your marriage to, God, you're going to be so dissatisfied if you try to walk in somebody else. Everybody's situation is different. So
it's 3 C's. You got to add Christ in there because it wasn't for the Lord. I don't know. Yeah. Got to add Christ.
Communication, Christ, and compromise.
I can't date outside of my religion. I just couldn't do it. I need somebody that understands me and my God.
Like if you don't have a relationship with God, that's a deal breaker for me.
Keep God in the center of your marriage first.
Being able to really put God into the routine. You put everything else into your routine. Why shouldn't God be in it? And so I think that, having God in your life, it just keeps you centered and it will help keep us centered.
So make sure you're dating someone who with whom you're equally yoked.
If you couldn't accept ministry or, be interested, and I'm not saying you had to be, speaking in tongues, falling out on the altar, but, just accept, what's going on.
Exes I had, I feel like they wouldn't be as understanding of like, me being somebody that's like, I have to do this, this, and this for church. Where like now, like I don't feel like, I don't feel bad for having to do these things.
I think there's like a difference, like when someone is like, we're talking about guys being God-fearing, and just, looking for like approval or the standard through God, not through man. So
you ain't got to be churchy. Let's get that clear. My man, you ain't got to be churchy, but we can be good and you be real. And if you don't like church all the time, hey, just come first Sunday. You got to come second, third, and fourth. We good.
Like I said, I do agree with everyone saying just how being churchy and having a relationship with God is 2 different things. I'm gonna say pray about it, because God will remove them if they need to be removed. So I would just pray about it and seek him and he'll handle it.
Lean on God and just do things on his time.
So hopefully you all enjoyed that video. Of course, there are some things missing, but I think that I was able to capture the highlights from all of the videos. I would love to know you all's thoughts about really all of these videos. Did you notice any similarities between the men, the women's, and the couples video? Are there some things missing that you think are essential to attraction and also essential to sustaining relationships? I would really love to know what you all think, and I look forward to seeing you next week for a little TLC. Bye-bye.